Alright, so what we have here is a simple single page app. So you can click about, contact, login. Then we have a no page view, and then we can go back to home. So some things to change. Well, the address is staying the same, right? But you'll notice the about is kind of highlighted. The content changes. What else you could do? We could log in. So if you log in, you can see that we logged in here, and you can see the menu has changed, and then we click log out, and you see we have a new menu. Yeah, so that's basically it. Again, I'm just going to show you how we did this, right? So yeah, let's get into it. So there's one file. You can see it here. What do we have? We have the app. We started with the app here, and then we have the navigation bar. We have our links, and then we have our content. All right, so let me just show you, starting with the navigation bar. All right, so remember, this is our navigation bar on top here. All right, so let's look at what we have. We have something called vbind class active current page, right? So that this changes if depending on what page we're on. So current page changes based on the page that we're on. So it will be active if it's on home, or it will be active if it's on or about. All right. We also have v on click and prevent, that to prevent the default action, and then you have on menu click. All right, so this controls the menu option. All right, so remember, when you click here, this controls what happens when we click on the menu. All right, so that's a function, and then we specify what specific menu we're on. So for home, it says home, and then for about, it has about, and contact, it has contact, and so forth, so forth. Now check vif. So this vif is user logged in. So if the user is not logged in, it will show. Alright, so for example, when we log in the user, click and submit, you realize the menu goes. So that's what that's about. So vif, if user is logged in. If user is not logged in, because you have an exclamation mark, show it. If his user is logged in, it will not show. Alright, so remember, this is view, right? So we have our view object here. Then we have our data. So we have a dashboard title. We have is user logged in, which is control whether the user is logged in or not, and then we have current page. So that's the default current page. Then you have our methods. So for on menu option, remember the menu I was showing you before, we say this is where we set in the current menu, and then we set in the page title, which I'll show you. Then we have the login function and the logout function, which these things just change the variable if is user logged in to true if it's login, and false if it's logout, and then this just changes the current page, which is basically just home. All right, that just sets back the current page to home. So we're looking at how the menu changes, right? So when we click home, you see home. When you see contact, you see contact, right? So let's look at how we do that. So we have basically HTML here, and it says home page content. If current page is equal to home, we display this, and then we just keep doing that. If else, well, I'm using v else if, right? So else if current page is equal to about, else if current page is equal to contact, right? V else if. And we do this coming straight down, v else if for login, and then we have an else, and this is a no page contact. All right, so if we don't have any options, we would show a no page. So that is in the case like you can't find a page, you understand? So remember, in theory you could be using PHP, right? Well, in theory, in practice as well. So if you wanted to, what you can do is right here, well, if we change this to PHP, and then we just include, so we could include different files sections right here. So we can include a file for home, include a file for page, about, include a file for contact. So this is a great way to manage your application. So you don't need to put all the HTML right here. You can just include it. Again, if you're using PHP, all right. So set page title is really cool. It just sets the document title of the page, right? So I'm just going to show you that in action. When we go to home, 1 second, I have to increase the. So if you look, our title page should be changing, right? Our title, about, contact page, login. Well, nothing for that. Back to home, no page. All right. So we could change the page title just by using this simple logic. We say document title, and then we have the function set page title, right? And we do this every time we go on menu click. So this is what we're changing the titles to. We have the base constant, and then we just add in the name of the menu. Otherwise, we just leave it as the base constant. So last thing, and then shows the dashboard title, which I don't think I'm changing at all actually. Nope, I did not change the dashboard title, but dashboard title is just a text. Alright, so dashboard title. We could change that if we wanted to. Remember, we set it here in view, dashboard title. So if we wanted to, on menu click, we could change the dashboard title to anything we want. We can actually set it to the page title. Let's try that. Just to show that you can do it. Well, no. You get the idea. Alright, so that's it basically. You could always, again, if you're using PHP, you could just always include the files, alright? So you don't need to just have this plain HTML just out here. You could just include the files and you would have a single page app, very simple, managed by Vue. And within the include files, you could put in Vue syntax as well and just access it, because remember, app is quite here, right? So anything within this we can use Vue in. All right, so yeah, so you can try it out. The code will be on the site. All right, that's it.